Hi, this is Evan from WCCF Tech, and AMD's Ryzen 7 5800X 3D CPU samples are out in the wild, and it looks like an owner of such a sample has leaked out the first pictures. Most of the pictures and the OPN code are blurred out, but it looks like the first AMD Ryzen 7 5800X 3D chips are out in the wild. What's interesting here is that the leaker who posted the pictures also stated that it won't be featuring any overclocking support. There are several reasons, and one we already know is that AMD had to make some trade-offs for supporting the extra 64 megabytes of the cache within the first 3D cache chip. The trade-off made was the lower clock on the X3D chip, but it looks like the heat output from the CCD below the cache die can negatively affect it and even break the chip if it's overclocked. Now, this is all speculation, but at the moment, it is most likely the explanation for the exclusion of overclocking on the Ryzen 7 5800X 3D CPUs. The other likely cause is that this could be an engineering sample that this leaker had acquired and doesn't have overclocking enabled. TechPowerUp is now citing its own sources who have stated that AMD is requesting board makers to remove overclocking options for the Ryzen 7 5800X 3D, giving more strength to this rumor. The AMD Ryzen 7 5800X 3D is going to be the first and only chip with 3D cache based on the 7nm Zen 3 core architecture. The CPU is going to offer 8 cores and 16 threads and 100 megabytes of combined cache thanks to its additional 64 megabytes of 3D stacked SRAM design. Clock speeds will be maintained at 3.4 GHz base and a 4.5 GHz boost speed with a TDP of 105 watts. As for the pricing, the CPU is going to feature the same MSRP as the 5800X at $449 US, which means that the non-3D chip is going to get a price cut down to either $399 or possibly even lower. The pricing makes the 5800X 3D more expensive than the Intel Core i7-12700K, which does offer more cores and threads, but it does feature lower cache. It will be interesting to see performance benchmarks between the two chips. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more fantastic tech news.